guys, I am doing the theme of the week today, and instead of one of my Reborns or realistic looking dolls, I am going to do an American Girl. I know I'm the one picking the themes and I picked swimsuits, but somehow I must have accidentally packed away the swimsuits that fit like my neonates, real care, such, and I couldn't find any, but I do have an AG swimsuit, and even that was not fun. I used to have swimsuits for like the AG dolls, and I used to have them for my realistic looking dolls, but apparently I don't. And this is actually my son's swimsuit for an AG doll, so kind of swiping it temporarily. This is just a swimsuit, and it was a purchase from 2015. That was when we took the kids to the AG store. And it's just got a simple like bottom, and it's made out of like swimsuit material. It has this cute little flamingo on it, and then the top, and it's like a lighter pink, and then around the leg holes are like this more hot pink, and they're more of a boy short, like a not quite Speedo size, but like a shorter men's trunk. And then it's got a rash guard, and oh, we do have another swimsuit because I know we have Joss's swimsuit somewhere. I just don't know where it's at. And then it's got a top with that darker pink on the arms and like on the main part of the body, and on the sides, like on the rib cage, is the same lighter pink as the bottoms. And there's nothing on it. It's just a basic swimsuit. So I decided to use Z for the model for this swimsuit. I don't think it has ever been on a doll. Honestly, when my kids were young, we took them to the American Girl store at the Mall of America, and that is where that was purchased. My son got a few things, my daughter got a few things, and that was back when they did purchase with a purchase. So if you spent, I think it was like $50, you either got, I think we only paid like $5 for this. Sometimes if you spent $50, you got the purchase with the purchase free. Sometimes it was like $5, $10, and sometimes it was like a 50% off thing. And I know we have gone like within the last couple of years and got a purchase with a purchase, but I don't think the new American Girl store, since they moved in Dallas, we've gotten that deal. When we went to the old location, I know we got the donut PJs. I don't think you can see it right now because I made that changing table, but I had those like foam. Actually, I think you can kind of see it up there in Blair's kitchen. One of those, it's like a couch, it folds out into like a bed type thing. And then it was the donut PJs that came with it that were a Costco set, and they were part of a Costco set. And then American Girl was selling the set separately as a purchase in the purchase, and I think it was like $20 or something like that we paid for it, and we were getting the amount of stuff, and my daughter liked it even though I already had it, so I'm like, okay, whatever. But I haven't seen any real purchase with a purchase recently. It just seems like it's overstock stuff now. Well, I mean, sometimes they made specific things, like these were solely only purchased with a purchase. We've got a few other items that were solely only purchased with a purchase, but the last few times we've got a purchase with the purchase, it was like something severely overstocked. Like we got, I think that's how my daughter ended up getting Tenny's pajamas, because they ended up being a purchase with a purchase, and it was like things that they actually sold. There was another time we went that it was something of Kavi's, and we ended up not getting the purchase with a purchase because we already had the item, and my daughter's like, I already have that, I don't need it. And my daughter is one of those kids that like spends her money before she has it sometimes, but on other times it's like, I already have that, so even though I can save money on it, I'm not getting it. So sometimes she's conscious of money, and sometimes she just splurges the money. But this is just a quick changing, and I'm going to go into something that I didn't touch on last week. I know I kind of did an AG rant. She looks cute in it though. I know I kind of did an AG rant last week about content creator, and it seems like this content creator has gotten more hot water this week with stuff, and I ended up, like, I unfollowed them, and then I still kept coming across my For You page, so I ended up blocking the content creator on both Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook, because I'm like, she's tripled down. Like, you made the initial post, people were telling you this was in bad taste, like, really, the entitlement. And then she made an apology, which wasn't an apology video. It was just basically trying to make an excuse for her previous video that she had taken down. And then now I seen another video, her like tripling down. I'm like, oh my gosh, you're just making it worse for yourself. Just grow up. You know, the first apology video should have been an apology video like, hey guys, I'm so sorry. I now see, after some feedback from viewers, that that post was made in poor taste. I'm so sorry about that, blah, blah, blah. But no, it was, well, and it just made her sound more entitled, in my opinion. But the other conversation that has been had a lot lately is about the K-pop demon hunters. I made a video about them when they went up for pre-sale on the website and just kind of went over them. My daughter just isn't into K-pop. She's more into J-pop and Vocaloids and stuff. So she watched K-pop Demon Hunters and she's like, it was okay. I don't understand the whole hype about it. And I showed her the dolls and she's like, And then she saw the price and she really was like, yeah, no, I don't want any of them. I don't need those. So we just kind of left it at that. Well, the controversy is that they have listed them. All of a sudden, American Girl has put them all sold out, and what has sold is all that's being produced. So I don't know the exact numbers, but say they sold like 5,000 of each, they're only producing 5,000 of each. Like, they're not going to be limited edition, limited numbered, but what's sold in the pre-sale when they cut it off is all that they're going to be doing. A lot of people are very angry about this because they didn't pre-order, because American Girl was telling everybody, hey, yeah, we have the pre-orders, but they're going to be available in store too, where now they're not. What's sold is it. And some people, I've seen rumors going around, people saying that, oh, it's because of the Christian community saying they're going to boycott American Girl because it's K-pop Demon Hunters. So it's got the word demon in it. Could there be some fundamentalist Christians that have threatened that? Absolutely. But I don't foresee, like, some of the stuff that American Girl has come out with in the past, I can see more problematic than the K-pop Demon Hunters. My opinion on it is the market is just so saturated. When K-pop Demon Hunters came out last year, it was an instant success. I don't think, in my opinion, that even the creators of them, of the movie, thought it was going to be as big as it was. I mean, look, it went straight to streaming. Like, they didn't even think it was worth putting in like a theater, let alone merchandise for it. Like, when it came out, about a month or two after it came out, like around Christmas, let's just say, there was a lot of parents, even locally on my mom's group, that were like, oh my gosh, my child's into K-pop Demon Hunters. Anybody know anywhere where I can get anything that's K-pop Demon Hunters? And really, at Christmas, the only things that I saw anywhere where you could maybe find a few stickers here or there, and you could, I think Dollar Tree and Five Below were the only two places that I ever saw. They had one K-pop Demon Hunter poster, each of them. That was all the merchandise that was produced. And I think what happened is, like with product development, it's going to take months to years to develop it and then produce it. So my thoughts are, when they introduced it, I think it was back in February, that they saw how popular K-pop Demon Hunters was becoming, and they wanted to jump on the train. And it's obviously, so they produced, like, they quickly got the concept drawings, they probably got the licensing and such. Sorry, Sushi's playing in a paper bag over there. I think they got the licensing and all that information, but it's going to take months to produce, thus why they had such a long pre-order that it wasn't going to be available till November. Like, they're saying, oh, it'll be by Christmas next year, because it's going to take the factories that long to produce the items. Like, they already got the concepts down. They got the, usually what they do is they send off to the factory the concept, and then the factory creates the prototype, and then the prototypes are approved or made changes. So the dolls that were pictured were probably just the prototypes, but it's still going to take a while to produce the thousands of them. So my thoughts are, they jumped on the bandwagon, but other places, I mean, even Mattel themselves created other K-pop Demon Hunter, like 12-inch size dolls. And those have been readily available at like Walmart, Target, even like H-E-B or Local Supermarket has K-pop Demon Hunter dolls at it. So I feel, my opinion is, the market just got oversaturated so quickly, as well as like the Chinese manufacturers seemed to catch on before a lot of the big manufacturers. So I was seeing, even before, like, you could find the dolls in like mass market stores. Like, I could go to, there's some small convenience store gas stations locally that are like family owned. So it's not like a 7-Eleven, a Buc-ee's, stuff like that, where some of these places would be buying the stuff off of like Temu, AliExpress. Well, factories in China saw how big K-pop Demon Hunters were, so they started unlicensed producing stuff, and smaller gas stations or like flea markets, even people were buying it and selling it on Facebook Marketplace of the unlicensed stuff. So my opinion is, it wasn't necessarily the fundamentalists that were the reasoning behind it. I personally think that the market just got oversaturated, and they just didn't sell like they thought they were going to. I think they thought they were hitting a gold mine. It seems like it seems like they're grasping at straws, but not wanting to listen to their actual consumers, because consumers are screaming for them to reproduce stuff for the historical line. Like, they want, like, recently this week they just relicensed Marie Grace and Cecile Ray, the names. So people are hoping that means they're going to bring back those dolls. But like, everybody's saying, like, come on, re-release some of those outfits that people are wanting, those high value outfits, like Molly's, I think it's like Rootin' Tootin' Cowboy, her Route 66 outfit, her tennis outfit, Addie's, I can see the outfit in my head, her patriotic outfit, I can't remember which of Samantha's outfits are, like, the more expensive outfits that weren't limited edition outfits. It's just, they, for whatever reason, they've popped off and just gotten the value. The one outfit of Addie's to the core, I think, like Cape Coral outfit, I think is what it is. It's like a peachy pink color, and it's got like a scrolling on the bottom. There's a lady that makes beautiful reproductions of it, but even her reproductions of it are like super expensive, in my opinion, for an American Girl outfit. But if you find the actual American Girl version of it, it's like double, triple what that is. Or like Felicity's riding pants outfit. Like, bring back the best friends. Bring back a lot of, like, let's go back to our roots and go back to the historical. The reason why nobody's buying historical is because you're not popping out anything historical, and when you do, it's just the same dolls with the meat accessories. Or like last year at Christmas, they came back out with Kirsten in her Saint Lucia outfit and called it a special edition. Like, why can't we just buy the outfit? I mean, I have the original PC outfit, but like there's people that want that outfit, but they didn't want a whole special edition doll. And like for the 40th anniversary, like a lot of people are solely disappointed. Like, why didn't we just re-release all of Molly, Kirsten, and Samantha's lines? Like, bring back the other dolls. Like, they brought back Felicity. Essentially, right now it feels like Molly, Felicity, Kirsten, Samantha, and Addie are all you just reproduced them and cubed them. And that's where everybody's like, bring back the historicals, go back to your roots. But instead, we're getting K-pop demon hunters, Megan Mahoney, which is supposedly some country singer collab that is happening. That is, I don't even know who she is. And it is underwhelming. Like, the prices are expensive. It's like, there's a fan outfit, which I mean would be the only one that I would buy, but it's still like I think $48. And then there's 2 packs of accessories. One is a backstage pass, a pair of heart-shaped pink glasses, like the whole glasses are pink, like not like clear lenses, like they're just like molded plastic and they're in a heart shape. And there's one other thing with that for $20. And then the other part of the accessories is a lip gloss and a purse for $20. So to get the 2 fan accessories, it's $40. Like, that's insane for 5 things total, because the one pack is 2 items for $20. So you're paying $20 for a little doll purse and a little mini lip gloss for a doll. That's all that's in that box for $20. And then the other one, like I said, it's the glasses, the backstage pass, and like one other thing for $20. So for $40, you get 5 items. And then if you want the outfit, it is literally just like this one-piece jumper and the shoes. No hair. I think there's a hair accessory with the glasses and stuff. I want to say it's like a scrunchie or a Brett or something. So that's a hair accessory, glasses, and a backstage pass, which is just a little lanyard with a piece of plastic that says VIP. That's it. That's $20. Like, everybody's like, for 40, like $38 or $40, all of that stuff should have been in one box as the fan pack. Like, what are we doing? Or if you wanted to sell the accessories separate, the 5 items should have been together for $20. And then there's like a performance dress or something for Megan Mahoney, which is like another $50. And then the doll itself is going to be a Target exclusive. And I'm not sure how much it's going to be sold at Target for, but it seems like a weird collab, one, because they've never done a collab with a real person. Like, they've done like Janie and Jack collabs. They've done collabs with actual brands, which everybody's fine with those. They kind of like those, but like an actual person, let alone Megan is in her 20s and these dolls are supposed to be 10 to 12 years old. Some of them may be up to 13, I think. But for the most part, the dolls were meant to be 10, like preteens. So it just seemed like a weird collab. And then I even saw a rumor today. Somebody said that next year they plan on doing a Hunger Games collab. I mean, American Girl, what are we doing? Stop the collabs like this. Yes, you did a Harry Potter collab and it worked for the most part. But I think Harry Potter has a bigger following than, I know that Hunger Games has a huge following, but Harry Potter has a bigger following, in my opinion, than Hunger Games. But let's go back to our roots, please. Like, I do have Truly Me's. Yeah, I have a couple Create Your Owns. These collabs need, like, the whole debacle with Alice. Like, okay, you've got your Disney collab. It feels like they are Barbifying the American Girl brand. It's like you already got Barbie, Mattel. Sorry guys, I got a hangnail that's like literally bugging me. But stop Barbifying American Girl. If you want a bigger, like an 18-inch doll that to for whatever reason, can we just make another line and stop putting it under American Girl? Just like I've heard the rumor recently that actually the Little Sisters line was supposed to go into Targets. That's why the packaging on them is the way it is, and they look like Barbies. But once again, to me, that should have either been a new line that was produced and sold in like Targets and Walmarts. That didn't need to be put under American Girl. That to me does not have American Girl roots. Like, I know a lot of people, I'm looking up at my modern era dolls. To me, those were okay because they went back to the roots of historical. I think they're cute. Now, like, I was on the fence when they came out with them. Like, even Kirsten, when I ranked them, like, I don't mind them. They're cute. They're cuter in person than they were in those initial pictures, in my opinion. But those, well, refreshed, were still back to the roots, in my opinion, because it was Molly, Kirsten, Samantha, Felicity, Addie, and Josephine. So that's where I'm like, those were fine in my opinion. But like the whole barbification that seems to be happening lately and all these random collabs, it's like you're raising your prices, one, to the point where you're pricing people out. I know this year I've pulled back on purchasing an American Girl because of the price increases. I really do want that Hill House collab, the 4 outfits, but I'm still trying to justify because they do not go on sale. Like, all the sales that they've had since those came out, they're always excluded from the sale. And I'm like, okay, I can deal with not having a sale, but if you give me a quadruple points that I can get quadruple points when purchasing those, I'll go ahead and purchase them. But right now, I like them. I think they're cute, but not for the price they are. And if I don't get them, I'm not going to be totally upset. And like the stuff, in my opinion, like looking on the American Girl stuff, is there things that are on there that are on my wish list? Absolutely. But it's mostly like, when I looked at my wish list recently, it's mostly like the twins. It's the stuff of theirs that I don't have, or like food sets that I don't have. It's there's really, like, I go through the American Girl site and I'm underwhelmed. Like, my husband and I were talking, like, we haven't even made a trip to the store yet this year, and we usually go. And we were talking about it this summer, and I'm just like, I'm so underwhelmed. Like, what's the point of taking the time to drive up there when there might be something that I want to get in store? But like, the other thing I want the stroller and the bathtub for the itty bitty baby, or caring for baby, or whatever it's called. I want those, but it's just, I've just been underwhelmed. Like, I have been a Berry Rewards member since the inception of the reward system. Like, literally when Crystal, Heather, and I went to the American Girl store, Mary put Crystal stuff under mine because unfortunately Canadians can't have it, but I signed up in the store that day. We went for the rewards program to get the rewards, and starting that day between my purchases and Crystal's purchases, from day one, I was a Berry Rewards member. I jumped up to Berry status. And I've held Berry status for almost 10 years. It's 8 years. They started in 2018. And I'm a Berry Rewards member to 2027. And I'm struggling to, like, not because I have to spend the $500. And could I spend the $500? Yeah, but I'm just, the value for the quality that we're getting lately is just not worth it to me. Like I said, those Hilltop, they're cute. It's a nice collab. But you literally get like a dress and shoes, or a top, a bottom, and shoes, and two of them have like a plastic headband for like $50 an outfit. It just, or almost 50. It just, it's not worth it to me. I can go to Target and get the same quality and get more items. Like, I can go to Target and buy a couple Our Generation outfits for less than $50, where I can only get, and I get more with those outfits. And even if I want to go like a lower quality, I can go to Walmart and get the My Life As, which to me, the tiers of it seems like My Life As, which it is the cheapest. The quality of theirs is the cheaper. Then there's the Our Generation, which is a decent quality. And then American Girl used to be worth it. But to me, lately, the quality of Our Generation and American Girl of the clothing is the exact same. It's not as luxurious as it was. Like, when I was going through some of my stuff, like looking at Addie's, or like my PC collection that I have, a bunch of the Pleasant Company clothes. Like, I have a few things that I have the Pleasant Company version of, and I have the Mattel version of, and the Pleasant Company version is just much better quality. So I think American Girl needs, in my opinion, needs to go back to their roots. Just stop with the collabs. Yes, Alice did well. Yes, Wednesday did well. The first Barbie did well, but I mean, they've had Peaches and Cream on clearance how many times? And then their whole, every year they need to come out with 2 holiday dolls. Like, the last 2 years, holiday dolls are, I think they finally just sold out of those pink ones from 2 years ago. And it's almost Christmas time. We're coming up to the Christmas stuff's going to probably be released next month. And they've already leaked photos of the holiday dolls for this year, which to me is better than like that bubblegum pink. But I think they still have a bunch of last year's holiday dolls that they're still selling. So let's stop with the limited edition. Just because you put limited edition on it doesn't mean, in my opinion, it's worth the price. Are there people that buy them every year because, oh, it's limited edition? Absolutely. But I don't buy into the hype. I look at that's $275. Well, I can get 2 Truly Me dolls, or I can get a Truly Me doll and a bunch of clothes for the same price. And so that's where my opinion is. Like, can we please go back to Pleasant Roland's vision? Can we? I don't mind the Truly Me. I know the Truly Me, especially with the younger kids, was a great seller, but there's a lot of millennials that have kids that are like, I want to take my kids in to buy the historicals. I don't want to go in and just buy Truly Me's. Like, can we hit back to our roots? Can we re-release some of those outfits, please? So I know this is a little bit of a rant about how I think the direction is going of American Girl. I know me personally, yes, my daughter is getting older, but my daughter does still like her American Girls. I do plan on getting Daisy myself because she ties in to Molly. I have a feeling that 2028's Girl of the Year is probably going to be something that ties in with Kirsten. I don't know how they're going to do that one. But they seem to be somehow tying Girl of the Year with the original 3. I don't mind that. My daughter got, I'm looking right at her, and I can't think of her name right now. The Girl of the Year that tied in with Samantha. Oh my gosh. Reyes is her last name. I cannot think of her first name. I am so tired right now. But she is a beautiful doll. Raquel. My daughter got Raquel, and I was fine with that. I think Raquel is a beautiful doll, but I didn't need her in my collection. And really the only reason I want Daisy is because it ties into Molly, and Molly's my OG, and I got a spot where Daisy would fit nicely between my PC Molly and my 35th anniversary Molly. So those are my thoughts. Please go back to the roots. I mean, Raquel did very well for you for the Girl of the Year. I know she did a lot better than Summer. And there's a lot of people that are disappointed in Daisy, but there's a lot of people that are excited for Daisy because she ties into Molly. And so, American Girl, if you're listening, please bring back go back to your roots. Let's stop focusing on collabs. Let's stop focusing on what's hit now, because that's just a fad. If you hit back to your roots, like I said, millennial moms are like, oh, well, I remember I had this historical, I had Kit, I had this, I had that. Oh, well, I can't buy Kit for my daughter. I can't buy any of Kit's collection for my daughter. I can't buy Molly. I can't buy Samantha. I can't buy this. I can't buy that. I can only buy the doll. But they want the collection. They want the history. So please, please, please go back to your roots. Because, yeah, this year, the only historical thing that they've released is a couple new outfits for Courtney. And the reason Courtney did so well is because of the zillennials and the millennials that grew up in the 80s. A lot of them are buying Courtney up for themselves because of the I can't think of the word. It's bringing them back to their childhood. There's a lot of people. So let's go back to our roots, Mattel. Let's rethink all these collabs that you're coming out with, because I have a feeling you're still going to be sitting with dolls. And that's probably what happened with the Demon Hunters. They saw a spike when they released them of people pre-ordering them, and then it just dropped off. And I get people not wanting to do 11-month pre-order, 10-month pre-order. I get that. I understand that. And there are the people that just wanted to go into the store and pick them up in person and check out which one they wanted. But I think a girl saw the writing on the wall that their little 12-inch dolls in Target and Walmart, I think it was Target, just did their toy reset to start getting ready for Christmas. And I saw some of the K-pop Demon Hunter, like little 12-inch or 10-inch dolls on the clearance already, because they weren't moving. And I have a feeling that American Girl was like, well, we already got what we're going to get out of the 18-inch dolls. We can produce, but then we're going to probably be sitting, we might get a few more sales once they actually come out, but we're going to be sitting on stock. So I understand from a business point, but that should tell you that people aren't wanting just what's hit, what's popular now, because things go in fads. Like last year, the Labubu craze. Like, were they going to do a Labubu collab? Because by the time they came out with an American Girl in a Labubu outfit, we're already on to squishies and Neatos again, like stuff like that, the little dumplings. Like, nobody wants Labubus anymore. So things are cycling fast, and I think the collabs they're cycling too fast for, in my opinion. And truthfully, if somebody wanted, like the Mega Mahoney, if somebody really wanted a Mega Mahoney doll, they could have done a create your own. Or they could have bought a doll and had it customized, or customized themselves. Like I have a set of Blink-182 customized dolls that I made myself. My daughter has this Miku doll that her and I customized together out of, I don't remember who that was. Oh, I think it was Marisol. But if somebody really wants an American Girl doll based on a real person, there's ways to do it without American Girl having to come out with special edition or actual collabs. So I hope everybody has a great day, and I will see everyone later. Bye.